So welcome everybody to this evening's conference with Le Cercle des Langues. Today we are discussing making and answering phone calls at work, handling a business call in English. Today's conference has 4 parts. We will discuss confident business calls for beginners, handling business calls in English, making and answering work calls, and number 4, workplace phone calls, phrases and tips. So let's begin with confident business calls for beginners. So 3 top tips for business calls is number 1, to stay calm and speak slowly. Take a deep breath before you start speaking. Speaking slowly makes you sound more confident. Number 2, use simple, clear language. Avoid long or complex sentences and keep your message short and to the point. And number 3, prepare your key phrases. Have useful phrases ready for introductions, explanations, and closing the call. So 2 tips on speaking a foreign language. For example, when you are nervous, focus on keywords, not perfection. Even if you make mistakes, most people will understand your message. Number 2, practice common phrases before your call. For example, saying phrases out loud will help you feel more comfortable. Two psychology tips on how to be confident. Number 1 is to smile while you speak. Smiling changes your tone of voice and makes you sound more confident and friendly. Number 2, use power poses before the call. For example, standing tall for a few seconds can reduce stress and boost your confidence. So next we move on to handling business calls in English. And a small reminder is that if there are words that you do not understand, please put them on a piece of paper or put them into the chat so that we can have a look at them when the conference is over. So key expressions to handle a call would be good morning, good afternoon. You then add your company name, your name speaking, how can I help you? For example, good afternoon, welcome to Joseph's Ice Cream. Chanel speaking, how can I help you? Number 2, I'll check that information for you. Please hold for a moment. Number 3, I'm sorry, but I didn't catch that. Could you repeat it, please? Number 4, thank you for your call. Have a great day. So what is some key vocabulary that we can use in these phone calls? The first word that we could use, and it is a verb, is hold on. And hold on means to wait on the phone. So hold on, please. En français, on peut dire un moment, s'il vous plaît. To is to transfer the phone call. and that is connecting the call to another person. We talk about an extension, so a short phone number that is inside the company. Most of the time, the first 3 numbers will be the company and the extension will change according to the person. Voicemail, c'est pareil en français, a recorded message system. The receptionist is the person answering the phone. Operator, a person who connects the calls. Engaged or busy is when the line is already in use. To put through, this is to connect a call to someone else. To cut off is when the call disconnects unexpectedly. And to follow up is a call or email again later. So how do we use these in conversation? So I would say, please hold on. I would like to check something. So they will hold. Or I am going to transfer you to the correct department. I've already explained the extension and voicemail, the receptionist or the operator. I can say the line is engaged or the line is busy. Can you call back later? Or I can say, I am going to put you through to the correct department. The line got cut off, so I will call again, or I will follow up with an email. So these are verbs. How do we respond to problems? So let's take a look at 5 useful expressions. I'm sorry for the inconvenience. Let me find a solution. I understand your concern. I will check this for you. Unfortunately, we cannot do that, but here's an alternative option. I'll transfer you to the right department. Let me take your details and we will get back to you. A good part of support for the person on the phone is to always try to find a solution to the problem. So what do we do when we're dealing with difficult clients? Here are 3 suggestions to deal with difficult clients. The first one is to stay calm and polite. Don't take their frustration personally. Number 2 is to acknowledge their issue. Say, I understand this is frustrating for you. And number 3, offer a solution. So give options instead of saying no. Even at times we don't say no, we might say, I don't know where something is. So I don't know can be quite overwhelming for the client. So we always try to offer a solution. Making and answering work calls. How to make a successful phone call. Before calling, prepare what you want to say and have key information ready. Speak clearly and professionally using polite language. So expressions to introduce yourself and your company. So hello, this is Chanel from Le Cercle des Langues. I'm calling about my lesson schedule. Could I please speak to Michael? Or could I speak to Michael, please? When we make phone calls, these 3 expressions will help you to find calls so much easier. I'd like to speak to, and the person's name, regarding, and the subject. Could you put me through to Oliver? Or I'm calling to follow up on a previous conversation. So when we use the expression follow up, it's because there was already a conversation or an exchange. The follow-up is to know more information about what we have already discussed. So here we have an example conversation with a client. The caller: hello, this is Sarah from ABC Marketing. May I speak to Mr. Johnson? The receptionist says, 1 moment, please. I'll put you through. Mr. Johnson: hello, this is Mark Johnson speaking. Caller: hello, Mr. Johnson. I'm calling to follow up on our last discussion about your advertising campaign. Mr. Johnson: oh yes, I remember. Thank you for reaching out. Do you have any updates for me? Yes, I wanted to share some new insights and recommendations based on your target audience. Would you be available for a quick chat? Sure, I have about 10 minutes now. What do you suggest? Great. I'd recommend adjusting the social media strategy to increase engagement. We've seen positive results with similar campaigns. So how do we answer a phone call in English? The first step is to greet the caller politely and say your name. And then we ask, how can we help? Number 1, we could say, how may I assist you? Number 2, what can I do for you today? Or number 3, is there anything I can do for you? We also have certain expressions that we can use when we answer a call. So, good morning, Cercle de Langue, Chanel Garcia speaking. How may I help you? So we bring all of that information together. Who would you like to speak to? I'm sorry, they are not available right now. Can I take a message? So another example conversation with a client could be, good afternoon, this is Lisa from Green Tech Solutions. Can I speak to Mr. Roberts? I'm sorry, Mr. Roberts is not available at the moment. Can I take a message? Caller: yes, please ask him to call me back at 555-1234. Of course, I will pass on your message. Let's talk about workplace phone calls. So, phrases and tips. So there are key phrases we can use to help us for work calls. And the first one could be, may I speak to Harold, please? I'm calling about plus your topic. I'm calling about our order. I am calling about the interview. I am calling about our last phone conversation. Number 3, could you repeat that, please? So it's good to ask someone to repeat something, especially if it is not your first language. When we ask someone to repeat, it allows us to hear something clearer and also to give us the opportunity to understand a little bit better. We can also ask someone to speak slower, okay? If they are speaking too fast, you could say, could you repeat that please? Or could you please speak a little bit slower? Number 4, let me confirm that information. Or number 5, I'll transfer you to the right person. Number 6, sorry, I didn't catch that. Or number 7, can I take a message? Number 8, I'll get back to you shortly. Number 9, thanks for calling. Have a great day. And number 10, please hold for a moment. 3 top tips for handling calls is number 1, listen carefully. Focus on key details and take notes. Number 2, speak clearly and professionally. Avoid slang or casual phrases. Number 3, confirm important details. Repeat key information to avoid mistakes. And 2 more psychology tips for confidence. Number 1, imagine a successful call before you start. Visualization helps reduce anxiety. Number 2, use deep breathing before picking up the phone. It helps keep your voice steady. So in conclusion, business calls become easier with practice and preparation. Using clear expressions and staying calm will help you sound professional. Keep practicing and soon you will handle work calls with confidence. So thank you everybody for joining me for this evening's conference. Do you have any questions or comments that you would like to make about this evening's conference? You may now unmute your microphone if there is anything that you would like to ask. No? Everything was clear? Wonderful. My absolute pleasure, everybody. Please make sure to download the PDF from the chat so that you can have all the useful phrases and expressions. I'd like to wish everybody a beautiful weekend, and I will see you next week for another conference with Le Cercle des Langues. Thank you, everybody. Bye.
Bye. Thank you.
Bye.